Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the second of today's races here on RaceSpotTV. We go from about as British as you can get from Donington Park, running in the Radicals, to about as American you can get. We're heading over to the home track in NASCAR, and just like Silverstone, Charlotte Speedway has more NASCAR teams based within 50 miles of it than any other racetrack in the country. Right now, qualifying is taking place. You can see it up there on the side of your screen. Live qualifying times up on your screen, and we're going to check in with any driver who might still be circulating their way on the racetrack. We have got Matthew Dalton, I believe. He is on the racetrack right now, so we'll have a look to see. No, he's actually just finished. There's one person on the racetrack, Richard Wildy. We'll keep an eye out on him, shall we? Richard Wildy, of course, he qualified for pole position last time out at Donington Park. Not doing as well here today. After that, of course, he dropped well down the field, finishing the 10th position. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's a backfire from the engines. Luke Ridgway's broken our timing already. Congratulations to him. 2 minutes 53 seconds off the pace. Someone had to do it. However, Wildy has been able to move himself I don't know, up the field into 12th position for the time being. So good running by him so far. His last lap was a 30.777, so just over 3 tenths off the pace. Will he improve on lap 2? Answer to that one quite clearly is not, and he's going to hit the wall, and that will be his qualifying day done. Richard Goodwin, pretty much done qualifying. Will he try and get one more attempt? It looks like he's going to indeed try and do so. Working himself down the back straightaway, getting himself set up for a lap, and let's do a lap on board with him. So actually no lap left for Goodwin. What he's doing is he's just testing out to see how his car's going to handle on pit road. So not much use at all for us to be looking at that, but he's the only car left out on the racetrack right now. We've got Eunice Van Broek on the racetrack as well. There he is. Coming past the start finish line. Will he be able to improve on the time that he has done already? Don't see him moving up the timing screen, so the answer to that one is going to be no, he won't. He's currently scored in the 10th position, but he has got himself one more lap to get the job done. Very close to the wall there, out of corner number 2, as they work themselves down the back straightaway, down in towards turn number 3 and 4 one more time. Really getting on the gas there, trying to harass this car around the racetrack. The 516 Help for Heroes machine coming past the start finish line. Will this moving up the timing and scoring? The answer to that one is going to be yes, it does. One place up into P9. Got Richard Goodwin on the racetrack, just bringing that car back down onto pit road. These guys are pretty much done to the end now in qualifying. Someone's blown up their engine. But that pretty much is everyone. And what we're seeing here is Goodwin, I think, is just doing his pit out and pit ins to see whether he can get himself a little bit of speed up. There we see him. Because there's not much going on in qualifying, ladies and gentlemen, how about we go All-American and show you a commercial?
Do you think about it a lot? Do you wake up in the morning and think, how can I give my bum some love? Or do you neglect it, honestly?
I don't know.
I'm hearing from you that you kind of neglect your bum.
I wouldn't say I neglect it.
Do you have good toilet paper?
Yeah, I use cotton now.
Yeah?
I'm a dry wiper right now.
Yeah, I used to be a dry wiper. So I do a kind of dry, wet, dry thing.
I'm excited. I can't wait to have to use the bathroom and try it out.
Feel a clean so fresh, it can only be Cottonelle.
Yep, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to do wet, dry, and be like Carl Larson. Potentially the most ridiculous advert I've seen in NASCAR in quite a while. And whilst all that going on, Richard Goodwin is continuing to test out, see how this car is going to work. We've got Ellis Stevens, Stalker. Look at that car. Look at the beauty and the magic of that car. We're going to ride on board with him. He's currently classified last place right now. Trying to get himself up through the field just a little bit. No best lap. Just the word Stalker for Eddie Stevens. He didn't listen to my advice, so that's all he's going to be called in this broadcast, unfortunately. He's worked himself back down in towards turn 3 and 4 once again. Nicely off the gas, brushing a little bit high on the exit of the corner. That's really going to cost his time, though. What's it going to be for Stalker? Well, the answer is going to be Stalker moves up into P21, but will he try one more lap on this racetrack? I think he's going to have to do so. Down into 3 and 4 one more time. Luke Ridgway still messing up our timing and scoring. He didn't want to go any better than that. Will Ellis Stevens be able to get himself a little bit further through the field? Let's see what lap number 2 is going to be. He was P21, and he will go P21 by the looks of it. That is where he's going to be. Really off the pace right now for Ellis Stevens. Got 2 more laps to go, though. Maybe he just try and cool the car down there. Will he actually try and attempt to make this run a little bit faster? That's definitely not going to do it the way he is. 31.177 I said last time, by 21st position. And that lap is not going to improve it, because qualifying, ladies and gentlemen, is officially over. And with that, we're going to head ourselves down to the starting grid for this, the second of our races here today. So then, ladies and gentlemen, to run through your starting grid, it is going to be Steve Barker starting on pole position for this event. Matthew Dalton will line up alongside him in row number 1. Simon Field on the inside of row number 2. Daniel Hunt will be lining up alongside him in that second row on the grid. Moving down into row number 3, Mick McCarran in the inside of row number 3. Benjamin Gregory on the outside. Jamie Rushworth on the inside of row number 4. Richard Goodwin lines alongside him on that 4th row on the grid. Moving over to Ray 5, Jonas van Wervik in the inside and Dan Lee on the outside. David Stone on the inside, row number 6, and Steve Richardson on the outside. Richard Ward and Laura Bond in row 7, Dave Grenhill and Chris Taylor in row number 8. Then Robert Burton, David Baker in row number 9. Bradley Salmies and Clark Williams in row 10. Stalker, Ellis Stevenson in row number 11, or Luke Ridgway. We've got an American somehow getting into the field. He'll be starting this race on the inside of row 12, and Tom Stanley will be rounding out in the 24th position. So then, here are the cars coming off the grid. There you see the Irish.com flagman. He's going to wave the flag. We're going to go racing in just one moment's time. There we are on our pace lap. The cars just doing one pace lap around Charlotte Motor Speedway. Got to be careful not to hit those things that are yellow. This isn't a yellow brick road. That's a yellow safety barrier here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, formerly called Lowe's Motor Speedway, the first racetrack in North America to get itself naming rights, because, you know, the Americans, they love sponsoring everything.
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Prepare to get a roundhouse of awesome square in your face hole because the 400 at the Brickyard is back at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. It's got real bricks made of tears. Nothing's more American than the Brickyard. Not even an eagle punching another eagle at a rodeo. Gordon, Stewart, Bush, Jr. What about Jimmy? Shut up! There's a bajillion drivers. How do they all fit on the track? Witness the insanity of men. Mensanity. 400 miles of mensanity. Multiplied by 200 miles per hour equals $30. Math sucks! Still don't have your tickets? Kids 12 and under get in free. Go to Chinchillas. Bring your chinchilla. It gets in free. You got toast? Bring it, because there's tons of jam at the Brick Fest with Justin Moore, the band Perry, and Brantley Gilbert. He's hot. Who said that? Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Rip open a NASCAR-sized can of purpose.
My life has meaning!
Chug it!
Get out of my way!
Here's your man card. It's a card made of real man. Bring it to the 400 at the Brickyard July 27th and give your prefrontal cortex a wedgie. Google it!